Yeah, what pod person took over Johnny Storm's life, and where is he?
Could it be a scroll?
God damn it!
I mean,
Paddle, damn it!
I had to. The first official trailer dropped today.
Oh, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, the first official First Steps. The trailer, the First Steps trailer. It dropped today, so we can take a look at that and then kind of discuss the actors kind of wanting to modernize these or not modernize, assassinate these these beloved characters. So but yeah, we can stop it. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But we can stop it or keep going, or I mean it's Disney Marvel, so I mean they pretty much let people stream their stuff. So
I still say it'll probably be a better trailer than anything we've gotten for Superman so far.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you. I'm not gonna disagree.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space.
They have that same freaking sound. Is that supposed to be like their theme?
It's the same sound from that teaser, right? That
I thought it was obnoxious then too.
Yeah, no, it is obnoxious. Boom, 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 boom. It's supposed to be intense and dramatic, and
I'm telling you, all I get is WandaVision vibes, and we know how well that turned out.
This car?
Our city,
Mr. Incredible
our planet, owe a
that.
debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world, and you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding.
Shit.
You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
I already don't like his character.
And then jumping right to Franklin Richards? That's a choice.
God, this movie's gonna not do well.
I feel like the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever had is the original Incredibles.
Yeah. That's all, and that's the best we're gonna get. That's the best we're gonna get. Yeah, from what I hear, she's supposed to be pregnant when the movie starts. So
I feel but seriously, isn't that skipping like a lot of shit?
Oh
like,
yeah, it's definitely skipping a lot of shit. Yeah.
A lot of character building shit.
Yeah.
I guess if they're already
supposed to be irrelevant.
Oh, what?
I said that's irrelevant.
You're right, it is Disney Marvel, so it is irrelevant, yes.
Can do this. Nothing's going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Fuck off.
No, but if you gotta work into it. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
Oh my, I fucking can't stand this. I can't stand this. Norrin Rad will always be my fucking Silver Surfer.
I don't think he's anyone's Silver Surfer. He's just the Silver Surfer. There's no...
According to Disney's Marvel, there's fucking 2 of them.
See, but this is one of those things where, like, I know Marvel's trying to course correct, but I feel like that this movie has been in production in one form or another since long before the shift.
Oh, for sure.
So we're gonna feel that like hard.
I heard this movie was going through reshoots again.
They don't have time though.
Yeah.
How close to the deadline can you actually honestly be doing reshoots and expect the movie to be coherent, like, and then assuming it's coherent, actually look good?
Why not just stick to Galactus and the actual Silver Surfer? Like, why is that a problem? Like, why is that an issue?
You know, honestly, what they could do, I don't know if there are any other Heralds of Galactus that are like big villains, but you could almost make a trilogy of them fighting the different Heralds of Galactus. Silver Surfer turns Turncoat, and then they fight him, and then fighting him rips open the portal to the bullshit universe.
You've already put way too much thought than they have into this.
I probably have put more thought than they have.
Oh yeah, they could do that. Yeah, they could do their own. I'm going to use the term Infinity Saga, but yeah, they could do their own like mini Infinity Saga with the Fantastic Four if anybody knew what the hell they were doing.
There you go. There you go. Anyone knew what the hell they were doing.
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now.
Oh my! This looks fucking awful. By the way,
you know what this looks like to me? It looks like what is it?
The Academy Awards.
No, it looks like Beowulf. Was it? And who was the chick in Beowulf that was supposed to be Grendel's mother?
Oh, I know who you're talking about, TC. I just can't remember the name.
Yeah, I do.
You really shitty CGI.
Yeah. Yep. And lesbian fight.
Like this
I feel like the original Silver Surfer from Rise of the Silver Surfer actually looked better.
No, it did.
Like it did not even joking. Like
no, like it was at 2000. Was it 2007 when that movie?
Like that.
No, that looked 10 times better than this.
Like it actually looked like it melded better.
Like the aesthetic of it all.
It looks so
really good. Yeah, this does not look great.
Marked for death.
It's my fault.
And Johnny should be dead.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anything that would actually protect him from vacuum. Does he? You would know, Chaos, does he?
Nope.
So he's dead. Okay.
Outer space. And they heard.
Are we safe?
I don't know.
There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together.
Also, in all seriousness, couldn't you do a movie with just the Silver Surfer and then have Galactus be its own sequel?
Wouldn't that be cool though? Like if they did that. Like
I mean, there's enough material there, right? I feel like there is.
We will face this together.
I feel like there would be if they just did that. Yeah.
Like have Galactus be like an after the post-credits scene.
Oh man, that just sounds too much like a story
thought and work.
Somewhere. Yeah. That sounds too much like a plan, and they don't really do that around there anymore. So
we will fight it together as a family.
Your ass shouldn't be doing anything. You're pregnant. You need to protect the child.
Has to be us.
We will protect you. Fantastic.
I don't understand why they're putting Galactus and Silver Surfer in the same movie.
Yeah,
That makes Silver Surfer's heel face turn look really sudden. And it was wrong. Just for the record, I felt the same way about the original. And then, like, also, genuinely, how come no one in this is like, oh, you're having a kid, you should not be involved?
Because she's a girl boss, duh.
But am I wrong? Like, you have to protect the kid.
I mean,
I know he has magical bullshit powers, but they don't know that yet.
From a maternal standpoint, yes, you should be thinking about protecting your kid. But
that's misogynistic, I bet.
It is. Yeah, how dare you tell a pregnant woman that she can't do anything, sir? She can still save the world.
Yeah, and kill her baby too. Again, I know Franklin Richards has magical bullshit powers that are like infinite or whatever, but they wouldn't know that at this point in his development. So, I think it's valid.
It's the fact that she's just pregnant in the first place. She's with child. Like, she should not be putting herself in any type of situation that might compromise her pregnancy. Like, that's factual. These are real things. So, yeah, I don't know. Then again, it's like some scenes, but then we get some scenes when she's not pregnant, some scenes where she is pregnant. So, like, I don't know what the timeline looks like in any of this.
But if we find out right away, it's like that should put her, as soon as they know that's a real, like, it's one thing if it's superficial shit. But when you're dealing with world-ending threats, you put the pregnant lady, you put her in a different place, and you just go, stay.
Correct.
Because you can't let the kid die.
Correct.
And last time I checked, they actually wanted the kid, so it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I imagine this is a scene at the end of the movie. This right here, I'm imagining. Like, I don't know, maybe. But then there's that scene here where she's like pregnant, so it's like I don't know what's going on.
I'm guessing the movie will probably take place, like, we'll find out in the first act that she's pregnant and she'll give birth. Like, that might be the after credit scene, to be honest.
Oh, that's true.
And then they'll be like, he has something weird in his genes. And then they'll be like, dun dun dun, X-Men. Like, they haven't introduced X-Men like 3 different times now.
Dun dun dun.
They did it in Miss Marvel. They did it in the Marvels.
Oh yeah, the Marvels.
And
yeah.
Then, oh jeez, I don't know. But yeah, I gotta be honest, not super impressed. What are your guys' thoughts? I feel like I'm just rambling.
You can go ahead, Chaos, if you wanna.
I don't know what the hell's going on here at all. It's like the first one wasn't great, but just leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not gonna do it right, just don't do it at all. I don't know.
See, I would, if it were me, I would save the pregnancy thing to the very end. Like, that would be the, oh my god, at the very end.
Right.
And then the seals could clap, cut to black, and be done.
That would be, yeah, that would be, yeah. They're like, oh, it's Franklin Richards. Like, that would be more.
I know who that is.
Yeah, we know that.
If you're not actually doing the actual origin thing, okay, why not just have some mid boss guy that works for Doom? You don't even have to show Doom, but just some guy that works for Doom sent to kill Reed just because it's Reed.
Yeah.
You don't have to pull anybody big, because everybody in the Fantastic Four's for the Rogue Gallery is technically an Avengers level threat.
Right.
So like you don't have to pull anybody from there. It gets them on the board, and that's all that you need to do.
I could not agree more. Like, I don't know why we're going with Galactus right out of the gate. I don't understand it. Don't get it. Like a sub.
I feel like.
Go ahead.
I feel like Galactus is probably a bigger threat than Doom.
He is.
Strictly speaking.
He is. And the only
so Doom has an Avengers movie, but Galactus can be handled by these four guys?
The only reason why, and I don't know who like played off who, but the only reason why like Galactus is in this movie is because Brainiac is in Superman, or vice versa. No, that's why.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense.
I can't tell you, who was the idiot first, but whether it was Gunn or whoever made this mess, but whoever put the main villain in their movie first, the other one is a direct response to it,
which is absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, I don't know who. Like, I wish I did know which one was like, oh, we should put this character in, and then they went back and somehow the other studio found out. Like, I wish I knew which one, because neither of them needed to put these characters in their films. They didn't need to do that.
Yeah, because it never works.
If it were you, Cass, who would you make the villain?
Like I said, I'd make some mid carder that Doom hired, or some guy that works for Doom just tried to assassinate Reed. Since we're not doing the actual origin here, you don't have to do Doom himself.
True.
But you tie it to Doom so that you know that relationship's there, and you don't have to pull RDJ into it.
You can just have some rando sitting in a seat with a green cape.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Just pull some camera guy just sit here, and put a green cape on.
I vote the Mole Man. Wasn't the Mole Man their first enemy in the comics?
No, was it?
I think.
Oh, that's a deep cut, but yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I liked your idea there of just having it be some mid-card villain, like, I don't know. I just feel like you were saying, TC, have Galactus just kind of be in the background, make it so we're like, we get some heralds of Galactus, and then we can do something here, like that could just be the entire movie and leading up to, the big bad, maybe in the next film, then again, it's like, but what are they even doing? Like, that's the thing. It's like,
what they're doing is they're trying to speed run them into the main universe.
But it's like, to what end though? Like,
to bring Dr. Doom into the Avengers. That's as far as they've thought. They haven't thought any further than that.
And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, but like, for what? It's like, what is this shit? Like, what does it all even mean as far as Marvel's point? Like, what is it all? Like, I don't understand it. Like, you bring back Doom for Doomsday, and then you have the Armored Wars, but it's like, okay, and like, I don't know. I guess when you had the original phases, right, we kind of knew where everything was headed, where everything was going. And I don't know, with these films, it's like, are they just one-offs? Is that what we're doing? So that's why they're putting Galactus. They're bringing him in so soon because they're just one-off films. I don't know.
I think that might be part of it. Can I ask you guys a hypothetical? Would it be better if, in a hypothetical world where they still had the Kang thing going on, could they have salvaged this?
In my opinion, no, because specifically, Kang is not on Thanos' level. That was my issue when they went with him. Was that he's
And
not
then the fact that
that
he got
level
beaten
of
by
threat.
ants
Well, that
and
too,
Ant-Man alone.
but that was my problem with them going with Kang. I'm like, he's not a Thanos level threat. That list is not very big. Galactus is on it, to be an Avengers level threat.
Unironically, the god being from the end of Eternals could probably be, right?
I don't know who that was offhand.
Somebody the Judge. Erisham the Judge, I think.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yep.
I would say that. So here's the thing. Like, I feel like no matter what road, even if you went down the Kang road, like, it just still would lead to shit and Marvel trash, honestly.
Because they didn't care. They figured you just eat whatever slop they gave you.
Exactly. But it's like, was Kang supposed to be the main course, or was he supposed to be like the appetizer? Like,
my understanding, he was supposed to be the main course. He was supposed to be the next Thanos.
Because it's like, unless he is bringing other villains from other timelines into the Avengers timeline and like manipulating and fucking shit up that way, you know what I mean? Like, no, that's the only way I would see him even causing, the most trouble like Thanos did. Is if he
by himself is nothing.
Yeah, by himself is nothing. But if he was like pulling people from timelines and in future and shit, then it's like, okay, like I can like kind of see what they're doing here. And then if he was like trying to bring Galactus or I don't know, like whomever, then he can do that. And then that's why I didn't know if he was like the main course or not. Because if he's just an appetizer, then he can definitely just manipulate the Avengers and just bring in like some tier threats leading up to whomever they're working for in the end. So
yeah. But I also think one of the biggest problems that Phase 3 set them up with is you're not dealing with 5 guys anymore. The original Avengers was just 5 people.
True.
Wait. 6. Iron Man, Cap, Thor, Natasha, and Clint.
I was gonna say I don't even know who the
Hulk. And Hulk, 6. Yeah. So there were. Now it's literally every hero they've ever introduced. It's like, okay, I could see being able to flex on the 6 of them to begin with.
Right.
But once you're dealing with, all of Wakanda, Guardians of the Galaxy, they now have on fucking speed dial, Captain Marvel, the roster's gotten so big now, and again, you have no reason not to call them in. The number of threats that really would require them anything more than a superficial effort is pretty small. Again, you're not dealing with 6 guys.
Maybe Doom will make an appearance maybe RDJ will make an appearance in this movie. Like maybe it'll be a post-credit scene or whatever.
I feel like he has to. He only his relevance comes from his connection to Reed.
Yeah.
So he has to.
But will his cameo be enough to save this film?
No, God no. They've already spoiled it. That's the thing. Everybody already knows he's Doom. So
will his Doom appearance be the ground shaker?
It might. The thing is, if they didn't already spoil that he was Doom, it might actually. Everybody and their mother already knows he's playing Dr. Doom. So it's like, what's the big, oh my God.
Yeah, moment. No, that's true. Yeah, it's like we know Galactus is in it. We know we're getting a female Silver Surfer. We know RDJ is Doom. It's like anything that could have been a surprise or a draw to people, they kind of just ruined everything because they're just trying to grab people right out of the gate because they know how they just put out so much shit. So they're just trying to grab people's attention right off the bat. And
what I think they need to do if they put if they put RDJ in this one, or they save him for whatever the first one's called, Doomsday or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
the first scene he's in, he needs to not just kill somebody, but he needs to like vaporize them.
It'll be Patrick Stewart. It's
Whoever it is.
Stewart.
It probably will. If he's not in this movie, then it probably will be. But the reason he needs to do that is so that people take this character seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
And it has to be somebody we know too.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, not some moof that just is some rando dude. It needs to be a legit character that everybody knows. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It definitely has to be somebody that we recognize. Well, this movie, I guess it's safe to say we're not too thrilled even by this first trailer, this official trailer here.
And I'm not.
Which is fair. Which is fair. So not only is the trailer not really doing it justice, but apparently there are some actors that decided to speak out about how they feel about the movie and the characters they are portraying. The guy playing Johnny Storm and Sue Storm, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn and Vanessa Kirby reveal how they updated their Fantastic Four characters from previous iterations, meaning they assassinated them. That's what they did. They assassinated them.
The important thing is let's see what this Quinn guy does after this role, because we know what Chris Evans did after this role. Okay, nobody remembers him for Johnny Storm.
That's true.
That's why it was so funny when they did it in
Deadpool
Wolverine. Yeah.
Yep.
That is fucking true. All right, with a little over 3 months to go before the movie premieres, stars Joseph Quinn and Vanessa Kirby broke down how they updated their characters. For Quinn, it was about finding what made him interesting to a modern audience. It's like, dude.
Okay, those two words, modern audience.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Right
there. If anybody unironically uses
that's not a real thing.
If anyone unironically uses the phrase modern audience, they're idiots.
Huge red flag. Huge red flag. Myself and Marvel Studios boss Feige. Like, why is Kevin Feige still the head of the why is he still around? I feel like Kevin Feige is like the Kathleen Kennedy of this franchise. Like, he just
takes way more credit than he actually deserves for its early day success.
Yes. Yes.
That's definitely the impression I'm getting.
Way more credit. And in everything he's done since, like, it's just been shit. It has been shit. And people can say,
took out the actual responsible parties. He fired them.
He did.
Now,
like, oh, he was still part of like phase 2 and 3. And it's like, okay, the responsible parties for those phases, like they had already had that established. Like that was already gonna be a thing. Like all he had to do was just watch it unfold. But ever since then, just man, the Marvel apathy, man. It's just no one cares. But he's got so much say, and he's the downfall. What were you gonna say?
I'm just ready for them to actually nuke it. Just call it a wash and end it for 10, 15 years.
I mean, depending on how these films do, I feel like they might, because they're just literally tossing money into the furnace at this point.
Yeah, they're literally the meme of the sailors throwing money in the freaking furnace.
Yeah, just watching it burn because nobody's watching their shit.
What I don't understand is how come they haven't learned to go out on a high note? Like Endgame had its flaws, but everybody was still riding high.
True.
If they had just taken a year off or even 2, and actually been like, okay, where are we going from here? What's the next story to tell?
Right.
I guarantee they'd have been doing
plan.
Yeah, what's the plan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
If they had really, instead of just having bullet points, if they'd actually like thought it through instead of vague ideas, we'd probably be singing a very different tune right now.
True. Myself and Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige were speaking about previous iterations of him and where we are culturally what and where we are culturally, he told Entertainment Weekly on Thursday. He's referring to Johnny Storm here. Storm was branded as this womanizing devil may care guy, but is that sexy these days? I don't think so. This version of Johnny is less callous with other people's feelings. It's like, fuck off.
See, if you want to play it that way, here's what you do. You actually have him in a relationship to begin the movie.
Right.
In a committed relationship, you give us a reason to give a shit about his significant other. I have no idea what his romantic history is in the comics, but pick the most popular one of those out of a hat and just say he's already dating one, so he's not looking right now.
But isn't that Johnny Storm's character? Isn't he reckless and brash and pompous and arrogant? Like
that's like taking the drinking away from Tony. Like that is a huge component of his character.
A huge component, and a huge component of that whole dynamic as a whole, right?
I mean, I remember in the original movie, like he just independently goes to the freaking news and was like, "Yeah, I have powers, asshole," and like he's the reason that they become branded. Like he gives Ben the name The Thing, for God's sake.
Yeah. And that's why him and Ben have that whole exchange of dynamic between them, right? And then they come to some understanding. They come to this closeness at the end of the film, right? Because that's Johnny's arc, right? What we saw in that movie. But like his entire character, like at least from the comics concerned, like it's definitely not what they want for this movie.
But
not what they want.
Then don't make the movie. I mean, Johnny's an asshole. The end.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's his character in a nutshell.
Yeah, he is a player. That is his thing.
Yeah. God.
He loves being famous and using the fact that he's famous to get chicks. To
get chicks. I respect it.
And it's one of those like the thing is, like, I never got the impression that anyone. It's not like any of the women that I've seen in any of the other movies expect anything more from him. It's like they just want to be with the hot, famous dude.
Mm-hmm. But it's like no one even cares. Like no one's gonna look at this movie that hard and be like, "Oh, thank God they changed his character to fit modern audiences."
Thank God they made him emotionally aware and sensitive.
Yeah, like no comic nerd who knows him, knows the Fantastic. They're not gonna fucking say that. They're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is impersonating Johnny Storm right now?"
Like, yeah, what pod person took over Johnny Storm's life, and where is he?
Could it be a scroll?
God damn it! Fucking paddle. Damn it!
I had to.
It wasn't me.
I had to, man. I'm sorry. It was
I mean, if they had done something like this to Tony's character, you know, they would have burned Marvel to the ground.
Right? Can you imagine the first Iron Man and they're like, "Oh no, Tony's not going to be arrogant and misogynistic and a billionaire.
He's not going to sleep. He's not going to sleep around.
Boy, he's not going to sleep around." It's like, what? Then who are we watching then? Like, what? Why? Then what's the point? Like, I don't.
Yeah, the reason we care about.
Yeah.
The reason we care about Tony is we saw his arc where he goes from that to dating Pepper. But if he doesn't start out there, it's like you take away a compelling part of the journey.
That's like telling James Bond to stop being James Bond. It's
like they're doing that. They already killed him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like in that third film or whatever, it's like you take Bond away, and it's like, why would the fuck would you do that? Like, why? which I feel like, so from what I hear, that's why they haven't made a Bond movie since, because I feel like it's this fucking modern audience ideology bullshit. Because Bond is like everything they just don't like. He's masculine. He's proactive. The women love him.
He's
Like,
traditionally masculine.
yeah,
Yeah.
they don't like that at all. They don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Meanwhile, when Kirby took on the Invisible Woman, she went into it looking to figure out how to make her feel like less of a doormat than if she was actually in the 1960s.
Chaos, was Sue Storm ever a doormat? I don't ever remember.
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
Where are these people getting this shit from?
Like, I legitimately, she's never been a doormat. What are you talking about?
They're getting Sue confused with Jubilee. That's what it
is. Jubilee gets what she deserves.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying.
You can break the VCR just by touching it, man. Like, clearly these people, they just aren't reading the source material, which I know Marvel they don't encourage that, but it's like pretty obvious that they aren't reading it, because yes, I never saw Sue Storm as a fucking doormat.
Then just watch the first movie. You don't have to read anything.
Oh god, that's
Just
still too
watch
much effort, Chaos. Still too much effort, my friend.
Because as far as I remember, like, they got most of the characters pretty right in the first movie, all things considered. At least from a characterization standpoint, right?
I mean, yeah. They
Yeah,
did.
I didn't have an issue.
I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it over the weekend, but I'm like pretty damn sure they did. They got them all right.
Ben was perfect.
Yeah, Ben, Michael Chiklis' character, perfect.
Yeah.
It's his existential crisis of what he is and what he used to be, and then embracing who he is now, and then Johnny and his personality clashing with Ben, and
none of that's even gonna be in this movie.
No, if anything, Sue was like the fucking glue. Like,
she's the only reason they work together.
They work together well, yeah.
Sure as fuck isn't Reed.
Oh my god.
He has no emotional awareness at all. It's Sue's the only reason their team functions.
Jesus Christ. Is Pedro Pascal, is he just going full retard on this role? Like, what is like, what is going on here? Like,
honestly, he didn't give me much in this to judge by. I'm just going based on the first one, really. He didn't really do much in this trailer. Except say we're late, and then they're like, "Oh, you're late," and he's like, "Yeah, I just said that."
And then he's like, "Oh, are we gonna be safe?" And he says, "I don't know." Like, the way he's like speaking, I'm like, is this how Reed speaks? Like,
no, it's Pedro Pascal is playing Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, okay.
That I feel like everything I've seen with him in it, he plays the same character, just flat, monotone delivery with a lot of I don't really give a shit energy.
Yeah.
I'm just in it for the check.
I mean, he's in a lot of shit, so Pedro Pascal is the flavor of the fucking month right now. It's fucking crazy. If you played an exact 60s Sue Storm, everyone would think she was a bit of a doormat, Kirby said.
And now I want to read some of the original run and just see how they portray Sue.
Yeah, it's like, I think she's like just thinking of the time period in general and how women were viewed, instead of actually looking at the source material.
Her as a character.
Yeah, like the actual character. Like, I think she's not even paying attention to that. She's just like, oh yeah, it's, we're doing a period piece, but she's not going to be like a homemaker and like, taking care of the family. And it's like, honestly, if I'm going to be 100, like that nuclear family time, it's like, she's kind of almost being rude to the women who were, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, genuinely, what's wrong with being a homemaker?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
I get that it's not for everyone, but that doesn't mean it's wrong for everyone.
Exactly. Like some women, like that's what they wanted. You know, the husband went to work. They wanted to stay home with the kids, take care of the house. Like, why are you shitting on them?
That's what my mom did for years. She stayed home.
There you go. Did your mom feel like a doormat, TC?
If anyone ever treated my mother like a doormat, they learned not to real quick.
Oh man, this movie's for her. You should tell her that. This movie.
I'm not going to insult my mother like that. Yeah.
Just don't.
Oh man. So figuring out how to capture the essence of what she represented to each generation, where the gender politics were different,
No,
and embodied that
put
today.
gender politics in this movie. You don't need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, the words gender politics shouldn't even occur to me when watching this movie.
No.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, if watching this, if I hadn't read this and the words gender politics even occurred to me, that's a failure on the movie's part. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel.
No. I agree with you 100%. 100%. Let's see. This is from Matt Shackman, who was involved with the WandaVision show.
Oh, great! The one who doesn't think enslaving. The one that doesn't think enslaving an entire town.
Correct. Is a bad thing. No.
Is a bad thing, and that she genuinely sacrificed kids kids that didn't exist. That it also there was nothing stopping her from recreating that same bubble somewhere else without people to enslave and just living out her life that way. But we'll just forget that that's a possibility.
Yeah, it's completely okay. It's completely okay to have a nervous breakdown, a mental crisis, and as a coping mechanism, you just enslave an entire town. Completely fine.
And I was on board with it until it's established that she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, once it established that she's consciously aware of what she's doing, yeah, no one who's trying to get in and stop her is the bad guy.
Yeah,
the bad guy.
The director of Sword that wanted to shoot her, he was the hero of that story, and everyone treats him like the villain.
He was justified. Like, I hate to say it, but he was justified. Take that bitch out.
She made Kitty Foreman want to kill herself.
This is true. This is true. We are our own universe, which is wonderful and liberating. The filmmaker previously told Empire of the blockbuster, which takes place in a different reality than the rest of the Marvel movies and TV shows. There's really no other superheroes. There's no Easter eggs. There's no running into Iron Man or whatever. They're in this universe. I love the interconnected Marvel universe, but we get to do something so new and so different.
The problem is this only has legs because it's going to be connected with the MCU. So I feel like that point will be rendered moot either by the end of this movie or the beginning of Doomsday.
Is this dude trying to fucking tell me that RDJ is not going to make an appearance in this fucking film? Like that's what he's saying.
I just love that his entire argument is moot. What'd you say, Chaos? Sorry, I didn't.
I said the movie will not clear payroll. Calling it right now.
Yeah, I don't think this movie. One, they shot themselves in the actors just coming out with this shit. Like they already shot themselves in the foot. Like this is not what people want to hear, like whatsoever. So you got that going against you.
The 5 people who are still interested in this movie.
Yeah. You got female Silver Surfer. No one cares about her. Actually, I do feel like that there is some source material revolving around a female Silver Surfer, but Norrin Radd is OG. Like he's There's only one Silver Surfer. There is only one. And so you got that also. And then these trailers just aren't really doing it. And the only draw I feel like they have, or what they want to have, is that Galactus makes an appearance who shouldn't even be in this movie in the first fucking place. So I mean, if Superman can just stick the fucking landing, no pun intended. I mean, obviously he doesn't from the first 5 minutes. But if they can just shut the fuck up, the actors, if they could just shut up, that movie's gonna make way more money than this one. Like way more money if they can just shut up.
Yep. Just shut up and let it ride.
Yeah, shut the hell up, let it ride, and you'll do 10 times better than this Fantastic Four shit. Unless this Fantastic Four, like this movie's just gotta blow my fucking socks off. Like, but again, it's Disney's Marvel, so you know what? Not really anticipating much, not really expecting much. So,
if you believe it's gonna blow your socks off, there's an island I can sell you.
Fantastic Four. Fucking bullshit. None of that.
The thing is, I legitimately don't remember disliking the original Fantastic Four movie.
I love that fucking movie. I even love the second one.
Yeah, I didn't have an issue with either of the first two. To be honest,
I didn't either. I mean, I know they made Galactus look like a fucking, what was it, like a smoke cloud or some shit.
Yeah.
But still, at that point in time, I still did enjoy that film. And like right now, like that film just looks like gold compared to speaking.
Yeah, right.
Looks like gold, and yeah.
You know what I want? I want to go to another timeline where they basically do like the MCU, but in reverse. Like all the Fox characters, you see all their MCU entries first, and then you go to the OG ones, just update them, and they can be like, "Wow, it's just getting better and better all the time."
Oh man, maybe somewhere out there. Maybe somewhere out there. Look for character assassinations, female Silver Surfer, and Galactus. Yay! Yay!
And no earnest thought given to the fact that a pregnant woman probably shouldn't be at the front line of a war.
Right. And pregnant girl boss. Yes, pregnant girl.
Like, call me what you want, but I don't feel like a pregnant woman should be in a field of battle where odds of death are high.
Oof. Now you just sound like a bigot.
Maybe I am. I don't know.
You sexist pig. How dare you? How fucking... If a woman wants to put her fucking baby on the line, potentially harming her child, putting it in danger.
Her prerogative. Yeah,
that is her prerogative, sir. You let her do whatever she wants with her fucking baby and her box of fiddle faddle. So
you do
you.
That's how you get a superhero version of Ted Bundy. Just saying.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Nature and nurture, my friends. Nature and nurture. But
so, Mommy, what did you do when you found out you were pregnant with me? Well, Timmy, I managed to go out and
he's like, oh, no wonder why I feel a little fucked in the head. Like that. No wonder my remorse and empathy switch got flipped off. Okay, it's all making sense now. No wonder I don't care about my own kids or the lives of others around me. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. Oh, man. All right, well, I mean, if you guys have anything else, speak now.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No, I'm pretty good.
All right. Well, we thank you guys for tuning in. That you Hawk, smash that like button and subscribe. Let us know what you think about the Fantastic Four, all the problems, or maybe they're not problems to you. Maybe you like love learning about girl bosses and character assassinations and all that good stuff and all that jazz. And yeah, share this video out there, hit that bell for notifications, and you guys take care.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good one.